neutral AFC Championship game, not even thinking about you guys. How much did that motivate you coming into this?
You better send those refunds.
I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. We ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. We ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. Back-to-back champs, kings of the north with it. Thinking they can hang with us, still ain't jumped out the porch with it. Long bomb to chase every Sunday, watch him go and get it. Double up on him, then we gon' double down on T. Higgins. Then throw Boyd in the mix, now you really iffy. Every Sunday showing boys how to really gritty. They try to shuffle up the game on us, but they ain't icky. Flip the coin, kick the toe Roger to go and get it. Never know what's gonna happen when Joe drop back. He get shiesty in the pocket, I get shiesty on the track. Nobody on the team all pro, that's all cap. Most all around team in the NFL, that's all fact. Ain't came across nobody yet that seem like they can hang with us. They said we couldn't be Buffalo, but see how we call they bluff. Underdogs every week, they keep on trying to label us. Put your money on us, even if Vegas don't favor us. No matter what, we really came up, now it's hard to fail. I dare you come across that middle, Von gon' ring your bell. I know we under they skin, them boys built frail. Eli Apple out there chirping like a next tail. You don't want Salmon Trey to come off them ends. Rita clogging up the middle like a big body Benz. Right behind them Logan and Pratt, the turnover twins. Jesse Bates in the backfield just to clean up the loose ends. We just drafted Cam and drafted Hill. Instant gratification every time that they on the field. We can't go back to what we was, cause that's the loser way. It's been hard to throw on us since we picked up a Woozier. It's like win after win, feel like we could really do it. Zach Taylor doing the same for the city, I give it to him. And I bet Samazi will find a hole if you give it to him. Hayden Hurst don't need a hole, he just plan on running through him. Just hand it off to 28 and let him do the dash. Getting hit by BJ Hill probably feel like a car crash. Every week it seem like Lou digging deeper in his bag. And if the game on the line, all my favorite money match. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. And we ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. And we ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up.
What do we say, Dolph?
They gotta play us! Who they? Who they say gon' beat the Bengals? Who they? Who they? Who they say gon' beat the Bengals? Nobody!
Welcome to another episode of Bengals and Bruce. I am Del Altman. I don't know what happened to Greg Luther. He is having some issues. Also joined by Cincy James and Bengals Whitney. We're getting some feedback from somewhere.
Yeah.
It is Greg.
Yeah, it is.
You want me to come back?
Yeah.
I'll come right back.
It's like every time Greg's on now. This is how we start the show. Like Greg has feedback. He's fine right before.
Yeah, he was perfect.
Good day, everybody in the chat. Bengals Whitney, Cincy James, how are we doing tonight?
Great.
Doing all right. Do I sound okay?
Yeah.
I got my fancy mic back.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Regular Jeff Trenopole over there. I'm just kidding.
Same. We're the same.
I mean, Jeff, he's gonna pick up not Whitney. Jesus, you're Whitney. Jerry from the airport. Bridget's riding with him. Like,
he's got the girls.
Yeah.
Yep. Jeff's bringing the fun.
I just hope you don't rip ass like you did in the Betfred suite, because that'll be a long ride for Bridget.
Oh, that was horrible.
I didn't know the story. Oh, Lord.
Oh,
coming in hot. He's coming
bad.
in hot.
Yeah.
It was multiple times. And every
This
time
is
just
why-
look over and go, Jeff, damn it, did you fucking kid? Because it was so bad.
He said, "This is why I don't eat when I drink." It's like, what? That's your excuse?
Yeah, really, man.
Yeah. It's like, no, something crawled up in there, bro. But anyways, enough Jeff's ass talk.
Yep. I'm done.
Did you guys see the mayor's comments? We'll just start there with what was your thoughts on that? I know some people are like, oh, he's just joking and messing around.
So I refused to watch it. The girls were sending it in the chat, in the Tigers Talk chat. And they were like, Whitney, don't click on this, because they know what it would do to me because of all the stuff I've been saying lately about being really humble. So I, a full confession, have not seen it or heard it.
Yeah, it was the word that keeps going around is cringe. It's just not. I mean, yeah, it's funny, it's clever in a way.
We talked about a paternity test for Patrick Mahomes if he was Joe's father, if Joe was his father.
Coming from a fan, it's one thing, but from the oh my god,
He's putting out some talk that now the Bengals have to back up.
Well, I just said there's no upside to it because
Right.
obviously if we lose the game, that's going to be played over and over, and the Chiefs will be talking about it, and he's going to look like the biggest ass there is Sunday night and Monday morning. And on the other hand, if we win, everyone's going to be talking about the players on the field like Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and the defense and everything else. So no upside for him. I'm like, why would you do that?
he's gaining nothing and he's risking just making him, like you said, make himself look like a fool. I mean, he has nothing to gain over this.
I think for every one fan that I see that likes it, there's 1,000 more that don't.
Yeah.
It's like we thought we had the last laugh when Willie Gay made the comments, like, with the Cincinnati offense, who are they again and all that? I'm like, dude, seriously?
No, it is not a Carson Palmer jersey. This is a Joe Burrow jersey. They had these jerseys for a year, damn it. And I bought one because I love Joe Burrow. So don't come at me.
But yeah, now they may get the last laugh with them. I mean, oh my God.
No, here's the deal. We just need to win and it'll all be forgiven and it'll all be fine.
But
No
one will talk about it. That's why I'm like, it'll just, and it'll be like, please don't ever do that again.
never.
But he just did something the day before. It was the thing. He was like at a
Burrowhead.
freaking meeting and he was saying Burrowhead and this and that. And I'm like, he doubled down and I'm like, what are
Did
doing?
you watch that? He was like, did you see what I did there? It's like, yeah, we did. Unfortunately.
Yeah, well, that's what somebody said. So the Burrowhead thing's officially dead. It's not cool anymore, right? After him.
Listen, I have a lot of Bengals friends. Some of them are dorks, and it just sounds like he's one of those, and it's okay. I love them anyway. Like, it's like maybe we just forgive him for being a total nerd. It's
No.
all right.
I mean, I don't know. I'm glad he's like, wants to be involved with the team. And all that. I'm glad he's got the spirit. I mean, I applaud him for that, but it's like, dude, don't put a fire under someone right now, man. I mean, don't give them that Michael Jordan mentality where I took it personally or whatever and all that.
Okay, so maybe this will make you feel better. Today, I saw an interview with Andrew Whitworth. I think he was talking to Kay Adams, and he made a point that I think is really true. In this game, he said it's stacking up to be more like a divisional game because we've played each other so much so recently that both teams know each other really well. So he said at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to come down to bulletin board material or trash talk or motivation of any of that kind. He said it's going to come down to who has the most explosive plays or is able to complete the most explosive plays on offense, period. And I think that's true. I think I'm getting extra nervous, probably unnecessarily so, by the Burrowhead talk and all the stuff that I hate. But at the end of the day, it's whose offense can execute.
Yeah. And in a calendar year, it will have been 4 times.
Yeah. In a calendar year. That's a lot in a short amount of time for someone who's not even in your division. It is a divisional game, it feels like. So it's all good. It'll be fine.
No, I've been anxious for this game ever since the Buffalo game. I'm like, I'm ready to go. It's like, ready, set, let's roll. I'm ready to get the game. I'm ready to shift into high gear. I'm ready to come right in, running that train through the tracks while they're skating on it,
Yeah. I'm ready for the shit talking and all that to be behind us and ready to watch some football. So did you guys see that Travis Kelce all of a sudden popped up questionable on the injury report after he's been fine?
Yeah.
With a back injury. Do you guys think that's just bullshit games? The Chiefs are screwing around?
Just like Pat Mahomes saying, Cole, it's just a smoke screen.
Go ahead, Whit.
No, I was just gonna say, I think it's crap. I'm not saying that they just made it up out of thin air. He probably tweaked it a little bit or whatever, but I'm sure it is nothing at all. And I'm not even paying any attention to it, and I doubt our guys are either.
Yeah, he's going to be out there.
I thought it was interesting because they said full participant, and then they said questionable with a back injury. Like, when did it happen during practice? It was my question. I think he's 100% playing, and he's going to be normal normal Travis Kelce. But when did it happen in practice? Was my only question.
Yeah.
And we don't know.
No.
Good question.
Somebody said he wanted to skip the media time. If you say you're injured, but yeah, I mean he does carry that team, Hoss. That's why his back hurts.
Oh,
That's a good comment there, Hoss. I like that.
Yeah, that's true though.
All right, so you guys have like an offensive player you're looking to stand out this week.
Yep. CTG, the can titty guy.
If he doesn't have the can titties going, no matter where he's at, home, wherever.
Oh, he's in the chat. That's why I did that.
You like that shirt, Derek? We know you do. I think we've sold 9 of those now.
Ooh.
Almost double digits on the can titty guy shirt sales.
I bet mine's the only orange one too for Orange Arrow.
It might be.
Are we just going offense right now, and then defense later?
Yeah, we can do defense next.
Mine is T.I. Trent Irwin. That's mine. We know there's going to be a lot of attention paid to our Trace Amigos. We know that's going to happen. Look for Trent Irwin to get a couple catches, maybe sneak a tutty in there.
I like it.
Good.
Yeah, I think with their don't they have rookie corners starting and that kind of thing, and so I don't think I'm not looking at our receivers so much. So for me, it's down to saying one of the you pick them offensive linemen, or who I'm actually going to pick is Joe Mixon. I think us having some kind of run game that day is going to be crucial to us succeeding, kind of like we did with the Bills. So I'm going with Joe Mixon.
And he didn't play in our first matchup. I think people just forget that.
Yeah.
So,
P. Ryan had 106 yards. I think we had 152 total.
Yeah, I mean, P. Ryan did great, but that's what I'm saying. If they both can be hitting and, coming in and staying fresh, it could be even better.
Yep. Run game period. We need it on Sunday.
What do you think, Greg?
Well, Whit pretty much just stole everything I was going to say and all that. But,
reading your mind. Go ahead.
Well, Dale, last week, remember how I said Hayden Hurst? I'm going against Hayden Hurst, and I hope he responds to me. Clearly, he did last week, so I'm going to ignore Hayden Hurst again. I'm kind of double reverse right here. I'm going to ignore
Mitchell Wilcox.
Yeah, Mitchell Wilcox will say and all that. But no. Hayden Hurst, though, he came big last week. I expect, as Justin Reed refers to him as Big I just want to see, because Hayden Hurst, we all remember, got hurt early in the game and all that, didn't really get to play. I just want to see him go up again. What's his name? Justin.
Reed.
The guy called him Higbee.
Justin Reed.
Justin Reed.
I
I just want him to go up against Justin Reed, climb to the ground, and said, "Remember my name, damn it,
bitch."
Did he pop up on the injury report at some point in the last couple?
Hurst did with his calf, but I think he's playing. Yeah.
He said today they interviewed him. He said he was going to play, but
I've been a little behind. I just remember seeing his name come up. Okay.
Yeah, yesterday he was on the injury report, like he tweaked his calf or whatever, which is concerning because we would obviously rather have 100% healthy Hayden Hurst going into this game because Wilcox, is good, but he's not Hayden Hurst. He's not as explosive. He's not, near the pass catcher that Hayden is.
Yeah. Hurst has my favorite quote of the season when he was being interviewed, and I forget who he was responding to with trash talk.
It was probably Justin Reed.
It might have been where he said, I'm the last guy.
It was.
Because I remember. Give me that energy all day.
That's what I'm saying. Now he's going up against them again, so we're hoping that we know he hasn't forgot that. So
no. Oh, he's an elephant.
I'll say my offensive guy. I'll say Tyler Boyd. It's mainly just I don't know why. I literally put a bet Monday for anytime touchdown for Tyler Boyd on Betfred. So I don't know. I just got a feeling he's going to get in the end zone, even if he only has 4 catches. They'll be big ones, first down, chain movers, and hopefully a potential touchdown. So
yeah, he's Mr. Move the Chains, Mr. Third Down.
Matt had Bengals and bourbon. He didn't he say he put the receptions on 3.5 over 3.5.
Somebody did, yeah. Somebody said they went with the receptions. I'm like, well, I hope we both hit because I got to. And then Houday Joe, he's got a big parlay that could pay out like $1,000, but it all starts with Boyd scoring the first touchdown, and then it's like other things.
Yeah.
I wanna get this in here, James. Your mom says she got in trouble, and I seen it. Why don't you just tell everybody what your mom said on Twitter the other day?
Oh, you want me to say it?
It revolved around the Cam Titty guy, and then it.
Do you want me to just pull it up?
Sure.
Here, you guys talk. I'll pull it up.
All right.
We'll start the defensive, and then you
Okay.
have it ready when we
Yeah,
come to your
I'll tell you.
turn. So, Greg, do you have a defensive player you're looking at?
I sure do. He's going to be healthy this week, and I got to go Trey Flowers. I know he's kind of struggled a little bit all year, but I'll put it this way: anybody that guards Travis Kelce, if they do Kelce the same way they did last time, that's an A+ for me. Anybody but if it's Trey, whether it's Trey Flowers or Dax Hill, anybody guarding Travis Kelce.
What you got, Whit?
I mean, that's the obvious one for sure that I would go for. What was it that I saw in the chat today? That one chat that we're in, somebody said that he's been beating Travis Kelce since high school or something like that. Like Flowers is like
I seen it on Twitter. Yeah.
undefeated. Yeah. And so, yeah, give me Trey Flowers. But so I'll pick someone different. And I will say I'm looking for Trey Hendrickson, my dog, my favorite beast mode, dude. Like, I look for him to have a big game. I was also listening to, I think it was Whitworth talking about like one of the things that's so special about Lou's defense and why we had so much success against the Bills and so much success this season is because we're able to get pressure like on a 3-man rush and stuff, like because of Trey Hendrickson being a complete freak who never gives up on a play. He's just a monster and a badass. And so I think if Trey can generate that type of pressure, even when we're not blitzing on Mahomes and test that ankle and mobility a little bit, then that's a huge difference maker in the game for us.
Well, James, do you want to give your defensive or do you want to read this from your mom?
Are we doing
Which one do you want to do first?
Defensive player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Von Bell. He's been a little quiet the past couple weeks. I look for him to really help kind of shadow, kind of be that guy in the secondary that's kind of matching up against or being the second guy on Kelce. That's what I'm looking for.
I like it.
And I'll say his safety partner. I'll say Bates because I think they're going to want to make Eli Apple look stupid because he does that himself enough. But teams hate him and the Chiefs hate him, and they're going to want to come at him and get in his head early, I think. So I think Bates could be the guy that maybe they're trying to take some shots on him. Bates comes over and gets an interception because they're trying to force that or something. So I'll say Bates, and I'll say even gets a pick.
Nice.
So James, you want to tell us why your mom said she was in trouble this week?
Yep. I've got that pulled up if you want to share the screen. All right. So I put a picture of myself in the Can Titty shirt. There it is. And here's my mom right here. Oh no, how do I get this picture out of my head of my son with beer can titties? Then later she said she's worried what's next. Today, beer can titties. Tomorrow, beer keg dong.
Oh, boy.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
I wonder where I get my sense of humor from.
Beer cake dong.
Woman right there.
So, I mean, I guess I may have to take one for the team this time. Butt naked with a keg over my dong.
The Heineken.
Not that I need a keg over it, but
Pony keg Max.
the Heineken one or like the little Foster's one.
Yeah. Still more than necessary.
the
Probably.
mini can. Yeah, that looks like a
Shelly.
keg.
Yes.
So that's why Shelly was in trouble. She's hoping Derek would, do a
She's
dong.
not in trouble.
No, all I did, I think I said, oh wow, or something like that.
Yeah.
And then that's why she said he's in trouble. Yeah, it was funny. I just thought it was, I wanted to put oh wow because I knew she'd be like, uh-oh.
Now I know we talked last week about weather and it, potential snow, which it did, and that those conditions are a lot different. We're not expecting any snow in Kansas City, but it's supposed to be like freezing cold. Do you see that as being any type of advantage, or especially like, which at this point I don't even think Mahomes had a high ankle sprain, but I really don't. I think it was misdiagnosed. But do you see the weather having any effect?
No, not really.
Not at all. Look, Dale, I don't give a damn what the NFL tries to do to us. I don't care what teams think about us. Like Apollo Creed said to Rocky, I'll play them anywhere, anytime, even though it didn't go well for him at the end. I just don't care anymore. I don't care what day it is. I don't care what weather it is. I just don't give a damn anymore. I don't care.
Yeah, I just pulled up Kansas City's weather for Sunday. Looks like partly sunny, high of 25, low of 14. Going to be just a little bit of wind, so it's going to probably be in the teens, and then wind chill probably somewhere in single digits, maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking that somebody said like around kickoff, it's going to feel like it's like 5 to 0 degrees.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I'm glad I'm not going.
The one thing that you could say is if there is any lingering effects with the ankle or with Kelsey with the back, they're going to feel it a little bit more in the cold. So that's, I mean, not that they're not going to play. It's just they might not be 100%.
Yeah,
because of that, but 95.
Yeah, everything hurts more when you're that level of cold, but the adrenaline, I think, negates that in most cases in a game like that.
Well, if you guys noticed the Buffalo Bills game last week, the Bills were wearing sleeves. The Bengals were not wearing any sleeves. They were showing we're here to play outside and all that. I mean, Joe Burrow, you would have thought he had experience playing in the snow. This was his first ever game. You heard Shane Higgins, Bo joking around. Yeah, this is my first game in the snow. You would have thought they played like in the snow.
Higgins did not like that snow.
I know it, but he was all of us, right? That was hilarious. Yeah. He was keeping it real. Like, okay, nobody wants to play in those conditions and everything hurts more, but it's ball and these guys are built tough. So
that would hurt though. If it's -10,
yeah,
potentially with the wind chill. Oof.
Yeah.
All right, man. It's our guy Watson Martini time. All right.
I think Haas put something good in there. You see his comment?
Yeah.
You know, they're practicing outside, and they're doing it for a reason. They're getting prepared, and they're going to be ready for it. I think Kansas City was practicing inside, if I'm not mistaken.
They were at least that one day when everybody was so focused on Mahomes.
Yeah, I haven't seen any film from them being outside this week.
Well,
that doesn't mean they haven't. But
yeah, the whole thing with the practice field, people complain the Bengals have a practice field, but my motto is, if you know you're going to be playing outside, wouldn't you want to practice to get ready for the cold? If you're practicing inside all week, you're not really getting ready for the cold outside. That was my thinking at times.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't know that it makes up. I don't think it's a big factor. I just think it's uncomfortable.
I want to say another. Sorry, Whitney. I was just going to say another person in the defensive game, because I really feel like they might try to run the ball a little bit or short passes. Even if we were saying that when we thought Mahomes could be really injured but still come out and play. Now, I think he's going to be fine, but I still think they're going to try to use that short passing game. They'd be stupid not to, honestly, with Jerick McKinnon and then the rookie Pachacho or however the fuck you pronounce that name. Fucking Pawa Cha-Cha-Chong, whatever. Fuck. Pachinka Checo, whatever. Fuck.
Checo, I think it is.
I don't even know. Fuck country from. You got a name like that? Fuck Russia or something? Fucking Jesus. But anyways.
No.
But anyways, so that guy, he's a pretty good running back, and I think he almost had 100 yards or something last week, like 95 yards on like 12 carries. So I could see him trying to utilize that. And I mean, shit, especially if they're scared of our offense a little bit. I know it's not the Chiefs' way, to play ground control games, but shit, if they look at what we did against the Bills, maybe they try to utilize that. You guys have any thoughts on their running game?
Well, they had 138 yards against us in December on the ground.
Yep.
So we outgained them, but only by 14 yards on the ground. I think they'd be stupid, like you said, if they don't utilize it. That's just, I mean, for them, they're running it at such a good clip. Why abandon it?
Yep.
I think it's going to be a huge part of their game because if you do have any injury to Mahomes that is worth merit, your number one goal should be to keep the ball out of Burrow's hands. I mean, so you're accomplishing a couple different things if you do establish a run game early. You keep us honest. You really do a big favor to Mahomes, who might not have quite the same mobility he normally does, and you keep Burrow off the field, which is what they want to do. And I think that's really last year's AFC Championship game. And I hate to even say this out loud. What if Andy Reid's watching? But
He's a big fan.
I'm going to assume he's not and just go ahead and tell you guys that last year in the AFC Championship game, I felt like that was part of their downfall is Andy Reid got a little cocky and put it all on Mahomes to win that game and do all these spectacular stunts. And they completely abandoned the run game in the second half and we killed them. So I don't know. Yeah, I think it's going to be a huge part of their game plan.
I'm trying to figure out the little bit of feedback we're still getting.
Yeah.
All right, go, Greg.
The running game, like James said, the running game, Pacheco, he reminds me of Darren Sproles pretty much. I mean, when that guy takes off, that pretty much. If there's any truth in Mahomes, trying to save up his ankles for him doing the running, I could totally see that giving us issues. And they got a good offensive line, so why wouldn't they try to do it, So.
Yeah.
Is it you, James?
I think it's James right now.
I don't know.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to blame you, Greg. Now I can't blame you.
Yeah, Whit, ever since you came on it, one of us has been having problems. What the heck, Whit?
All right, I'll be back.
Really, Greg?
We'll try it.
I'm kidding.
Now you made her leave. My best friend.
Oh, sorry, I can't do it. Serious face.
And she was still in the background laughing. Like, you didn't mute yourself. I'm like, we can still hear you, Whitney, but I was just going to let you go with it. I was just going to see how long.
We love you, Whit.
Let me have my tantrum for a second. Be a diva.
Yeah, Rick, we mentioned that for a minute, and it's like, we definitely think he'll play. Rick the Rock. Gotta love Rick. And then this one for the ladies, especially Whit's mom. Weather doesn't matter to Hayden Hurst, and the crop top will be worn pregame.
Dude, when he got up from that touchdown last week and you saw him celebrating, you saw his shirt come up in the back a little bit. So, he wasn't wearing a cropped jersey so much, but he kind of was. It was skimming the top of his pants. And I looked at my mom and I'm like, what is this maniac? He's psycho. There's something wrong with him. There is a screw loose. That man can't wear a full-length shirt.
And she was probably like, and I love it.
Can you rewind it real quick?
Yeah.
Right. But really, what is the deal, dude? It's snowing outside. It's okay. If you put it on a turtleneck full length, we would have been okay with it. We would have understood. Nope.
Is there any feedback now?
It's minimal. We'll just ride with it.
Yeah.
It's weird. I hear nothing.
Which, the shirt's behind you. I hate to bring it up, but it's behind you. So our thoughts and prayers are with you, buddy, because we love you. 1 year since James lost his dad. If anyone didn't see that on Twitter.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I will just personally say James has always been there for me if I ever need him as a phone call away. So, we love you, buddy. It's mutual. So if you need us at all, we're here. But let's talk some damn football, all right?
Well, here, real quick, I did get a glass out for my dad. I'm not going to chug it, but this is what is it? E.H. Taylor single barrel.
There you go.
So I just wanted to kind of salute Dad. So,
yeah.
Cheers. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We love you, man.
We love you, bro.
Love you guys.
Man, there's nothing like when you're drinking these 16 ounces and you pull out the one tiny can that you had in there. No!
Yeah. Dale, so
that's better. Sorry. Does anybody else talk to their beer cans?
Sometimes.
Just me?
No, but I had a bad thought come through my mind. I'm going to keep it to myself.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
More like your mom. Just let it fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Your mom should be your role model right now.
I was just going to say some people might reach down in their pants and then pull something out like, no, too small.
Oh,
Well, that's a daily occurrence. I
Damn.
mean,
That's what came to my mind.
Marissa still wants it, and I'm like, why?
you're like, you're not over it yet.
It can't.
I'm
I
over
mean,
it.
I bought you toys. It has to be way better than this.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Oh, Lord.
Oh shoot!
No.
But, hey, real quick. So this shirt was from the whole No Fan Left Behind from the Super Bowl last year that Aaron Denton did, organized that whole thing. So this isn't that shirt that went into the Super Bowl. I have that shirt put up, but this is one that I ordered, and so Dad actually got to go to the Super Bowl. You know, the AFC Championship was 3 days after he passed, and then 2 weeks after that, he got to go to the Super Bowl.
Remind me, when you posted that earlier today, it reminded me of that whole phenomenon from last year. Who started that? Are they doing that again this year? Like, do you know much more about?
Well, it was Aaron Denton. That was his name.
Photographer, right? And is he a photographer?
No,
No.
I don't remember what his
You're
company
thinking
is.
Doctor Aaron
But
Doctor.
he's affiliated with a screen print company too. I think it's over in not Eastgate, but over that way. Get off the Eastgate exit and keep going. But I can't remember the name of the town. But that's where
Amelia, Batavia, Bethel,
Batavia,
That's where I'm from.
Batavia, maybe. Batavia.
Nailed it. Go
But yeah, so they started that, and it kind of just blew up. And there were, I want to say, somewhere around 1,500 shirts of different people that went. And actually, it was kind of crazy because we put two shirts in, and so one, it was Travion Williams' mom, I believe, that wore it.
Wow.
And then the other shirt was a gentleman that wore it, and then his friend, who actually they met during the season, they had season tickets close to each other. He gave the shirt to her, and then we met up in Covington to get the shirt from her.
So how did they connect? I'm sorry, we can talk the game.
That's okay.
But I'm fascinated by this, and I hope they do this again this year. But like, how did they connect the person that was getting the shirt to wear with the person who it was dedicated to, or their family, or whatever?
Well,
so that you guys could hook up.
That was the thing. Like the way that they didn't really have like a set system. The way that I figured it out was I kept seeing people posting them, and they had a big Facebook group up for the No Fan Left Behind. So it was everybody was posting the shirts on there and making sure that people saw them, and that's where I saw the shirt first. And I knew it was going because he emailed me and said, "Hey, we've got it. The shirts are getting printed. He'll be there." And of course, I just profusely emailed back. I was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much." But it was, just searching on Facebook, finding the picture, and that's how we found it. It was crazy.
Epic. I hope they do it again this year. Shout out to that Aaron guy for doing that. And sorry, Brian, we'll talk football again. I was fascinated. You heartless asshole.
Of course, this is somebody that lives down the road from me. That's Portsmouth Brewery right there in that fucking picture.
No,
Shut the fuck up, Udi. It was a sentimental moment.
He's saying talk Facebook. That's what he means. He's on Facebook.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
No.
So talk more about Facebook. How great it is.
Let's talk about Facebook.
All right, football.
So Dale, I'm rallying around the Natty. We had a discussion. How should we handle Mahomes? I personally said we should do what we did last year, keep Mahomes in the pocket. But when James kind of spoke, about make Mahomes run out of the pocket, I started to agree more with that because, let's see if test his ankle out and all that. Make him do all the running out of the pocket. Because last year we kept him in the pocket, made him think. What do you, Whit and Dale, what do your guys think how we should handle Mahomes?
You want to go, Whit?
I think we probably have multiple game plans. I won't say like multiple game plans, but not necessarily. But I think we'll know in the first series, if not by the second series, what we're dealing with, and I think we'll adjust accordingly. I think we'll go in with an idea of what we assume, which is probably we're going to start testing them pretty quickly. with the mobility and just see what we got. And then if it looks like it was all phony baloney and he's totally fine and he's running around like a crazy person, then we go back to probably a more traditional game plan like we've used with them in the past.
And Lou,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got to pretty much agree. And like you were just saying there, Greg, Lou we trust. So if he needs to mix it up, he's going to mix it up, whether it be in between series, halftime, whatever. So I have full faith in him. I think Mahomes, I think you have to prepare like he's fully healthy at this point, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
You have to prepare like you would any other week. So I still would somewhat have a spy on him because, and I would at time. I mean, Lou is very good at mixing up pressures.
Yeah.
Bringing three, you don't know who's coming. Bringing Hilton, bringing Von Bell. Like when he really unleashed that on Josh Allen, it seemed to really fluster them too. So, and I look at Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes as similar. So, honestly, I don't know if. I mean, yeah, we were in the snow as the only thing last week, but I don't think you have to change your game plan a whole lot.
No.
Hell, do what you did last week. Go kick their ass, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds good to me.
I think the goal will be to try to get pressure up the middle first, to make him have to go outside the pocket. Because if you bring it from the sides, then he's going to be able to just step up in the pocket and pick you apart.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that he has to move laterally as opposed to just stepping up. But we'll see if we can get that pressure.
Yeah. And Darth just said something in the chat that was what I was going to say next, basically. I think I could be wrong, but the key is more about taking away his weapons than it is about taking away Mahomes, because I think that's where a lot of people get it wrong. Like they try to go after Mahomes. Mahomes is so good and he's so creative on the fly that it's hard to just go after him and him not, like, he will burn you. If you just go after him, he's going to burn you because he'll find someone. So if you take his weapons away, if you take his toys away, especially Kelsey, obviously, target number 1.
17 targets last week, Whitney. That's insane amount of targets.
Right. So I think that's really more of the key, which is why I don't believe that we'll change our game plan drastically. What I'm more interested in is how creative they get on their side of changing up their game plan. I think we go in with a very similar one to what we've used in the past. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm sure you tweak it to try to keep them guessing. But at the same time, like, we've kind of figured it out. I think it's more interesting to see what they throw at us that's different.
Yeah.
And, they're the ones that need to change more than we are.
Yeah.
So Udi said here, Flowers back is huge. Yeah, we touched on that a little earlier, but it's not even Flowers. If Flowers doesn't seem to be at 100%, I mean, Dax Hill's going to have to step up too. And I thought they played overall Dawson Knox really well last week against Buffalo.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and what he's scared is the Chiefs are going to force us to run. But my question to you is, obviously, besides Chris Jones, do the Chiefs really have the flexibility to make us, run the ball or do certain things? I mean, besides Chris Jones,
no.
Does their defense really doesn't do that much. And Santori said something interesting. I couldn't believe this. Chris Jones has never had a sack in the playoffs. Did you know that?
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy considering like how dominant he is, and like
but I don't even like bringing stuff like that up.
Me too.
Like, oh God.
He had 12 and a half at least this season in the regular season.
Right.
And he's a defensive player of the year candidate. Come on. Yeah. But I do like our interior offensive line. Even the backup Sharping has played really well. So
I love me some Max Sharping all of a sudden.
Yeah. It's like he's playing for that kid, that baby.
Yeah. I was just gonna say him kissing that baby after the game. Sold. Done.
Yeah,
I think
done.
It's like they have 2 rookie corners. They don't have the flexibility, in my opinion, to make us really do anything and all that. So I mean, I didn't understand that. I mean, the running game I hope works. If they do the running game like they did last week, that's going to open up the passing game. And that's going to control the clock well. But I hope the running game works. I just don't think they have the flexibility on defense to make us do certain things.
Yeah, they've got some guys. I mean, Frank Clark being one of them. I mean, a guy I wanted in the draft last year, Karlaftis. I'm curious to see if they find ways to unleash him. Yeah. Carlos Dunlap's there, which he's not the Carlos Dunlap that was here, but you never know. Yeah, he's still like 6'7", and he seems
he's pretty damn good, and he's just as guilty as any other player about loving to have revenge games against old teams. So
Oh,
Yeah. So,
just
I mean, they have some guys on that D line, and then I like their linebackers, including Willie Gay. I mean, obviously, he gave us some stuff to talk about, but he is an athletic, very good linebacker. And who's the other guy? Bolton, I think Nick Bolton was like first round pick. He's really good too. So their linebackers are actually solid, but I don't know. Their secondary, I think we can take advantage of their secondary. And
their
I think
secondary
we
is weaker than what we had last week. I think otherwise it's a much tougher defense. And not only is it a much tougher defense, it's a defense that knows us far, far better. That's
We're
the
going to
real
see.
risk.
We're going to see if our linemen are actually good or not this week. With
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. Like that's like I feel like that's the thing that doesn't get enough attention. Everybody loves to talk about how we're 3-0 against them and make all these jokes and talk all this trash. No, what you really need to be talking about is they're intimately familiar with how we play ball.
Yeah.
We are on their turf and they are about as fired up as you can get. Like this is a big deal. So I don't know. I think I just have so much respect for Andy Reid and what he's able to
Yes.
figure out, their coaching staff, obviously their players. And I think to let your guard down at all is absolutely foolish. I am guarding my heart and my mind big time this week because I'm freaked out. Like they're too good. Like they're really good. I know we're really good, but like they know us too well. They've seen it all from us so far.
There's a reason they've been in 5 straight AFC championship
Yeah.
games.
Thank
That's
you.
that's impressive.
We
Thank
still
you.
got to take them seriously.
All
Absolutely.
in their own home. Who accomplishes that?
Yeah,
They're not
that's.
just going to the championship game; they're hosting it. It's at their house every year. So,
But do they feel any pressure? The fact that they've won one Super Bowl with hosting 5 now AFC championships, like
of course,
you might start to feel a little pressure that.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't pull it
listen.
off
I
again.
think it motivates them. I think they're motivated right now because I think for them this is more than just an AFC championship game. I think it's more than just the game that takes them to the Super Bowl. I think right now they feel like there is a target on our backs so bad because they're afraid of a changing of the guard. I think there's been too much hype made of like if Burrow and the Bengals beat them again in this AFC championship game, that they're now crowned number 1.
Yeah.
And Burrow takes Mahomes' spot as number 1 top dog in the AFC. And I don't think that leaves a good taste in their mouth at all. I think it gives them something extra to play for, truly.
All right, I need James to give like what you think Patrick Mahomes is going to be saying to his guys come Sunday against the Bengals and like the fire him up speech as Patrick Mahomes. Can you give us that, James?
Let's do this, James.
Can you give me a minute? No time. This
Do
is
you have
Yeah.
performance anxiety, James?
no. I just gotta.
Performance problem.
Oh, I gotta think of what to say.
All right, Greg. So why James is thinking this just for a minute here. What are you feeling for a score prediction?
I think it's going to be a decently high-scoring game. I thought about it myself. Going to go 35. No, I said this in a group chat. 35-32. I think it's going to come down to Money Mac. Money Mac's going to say, "Guess we're going to the Super Bowl again this year." That's my honest opinion. It's going to be close. It's going to come down to a field goal, but Money Mac is going to take us there.
Now, hearing that and the confidence in the mayor, Patrick, what do you say to your team to get them fired up?
All right, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Got me. All right, guys, we have to score more points than the Bengals. Go Chiefs!
No, this was a thing.
All right,
Yeah, he did this. He did, and I'm like, I'm gonna need way more Kermit Mahomes.
I'm Patrick Mahomes.
that is damn good, man.
I can't. No, I was not prepared for that.
I really need a whole we're gonna go out there. Well, I can't fucking do it, but like Kermit is pissed, fired up, cursing.
I'm so mad, guys. Dang it! You know he doesn't say "damn it."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Darn it! Oh goodness! Oh my! Oh my!
Oh my God.
We're gonna work on your speech.
Yeah. I didn't know I was doing
But the
this.
delivery is
Yeah,
Yes.
the voice is priceless.
Dale, who did it better? Me with with Coach Duff, or James with Pat Mahomes?
Coach Duff's good.
I don't. I mean, Greg, come on now.
Say it, Greg.
They gotta play us. Yeah, Whit. Even though I wasn't on Bengals and Bruce because I had to work after the game, apparently you mistaken me that I said something when I did my little fired up speech on Twitter and all that. That you thought I meant something else.
me?
Yeah, you.
What?
Remember? No, I'm not mad. No, I'm not mad. Remember, it was after the game. I couldn't go because I had to go into work and all that. And you remember I did. Can I get a who day and all that? They got to play us. And you said you were mistaken. You thought I said something else.
No, I do not remember this.
I pulled up
sorry.
the video. That's what it was.
No, I know it's okay. When I ain't mad at you. It was my third
You know
take.
you're not mad at me. How could you
Don't put
possibly
it
be mad?
screaming out my lungs, and I thought I was going to lose my voice.
Oh yeah, I do remember now. I thought
There
you said a lot of
you
stuff
go.
about ass. I didn't know you were saying they got to play ass. I just thought you kept saying something about ass a lot.
No, because with that was my third take because I had my camera pointed the wrong way. My voice was already lost like hell. So I'm like, I thought I was going to lose it. I'm like, okay, third take, here we go again. And so, yeah.
We gotta get ass.
Like, is he asking everybody to get in his ass? Like,
Yeah.
what is happening? Okay,
They're
great.
gonna get my ass. All right, James, say this one.
Oh.
This is via your mom.
That?
So Patrick
You didn't
is
say that.
saying, this is quote.
Okay, guys, they gotta get in my ass.
Oh God, I was talking about that. The
No,
Browns.
I thought you said the. Oh,
that got real creepy, man.
you're the one.
I liked that better though. That's funny.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll go with that one.
Gotta get in my ass.
Sorry, I thought Patrick Mahomes was talking
You know,
to
when,
Travis
I'm
Kelce.
going to
My
say
bad.
that after we win Sunday. I'll say that just
Thank you.
Mahomes wasn't talking to Kelsey there. I thought that's what it was.
Got some more score
Wait,
predictions
sorry.
rolling in.
gotta get up my Sorry, Whit.
Oh, you're trying to get a high five? I don't know. But so here's my thing. Like there's this thing in my instinct that tells me it's gonna be like one of those like crazy, almost looks like college games. It's gonna be super high scoring. We're gonna end up with like 42 points. They're gonna end up with 30 something, whatever. But I've only felt that way like a couple times this season, and both times, nope, just kidding. It was all defense, and they were really low scoring games.
Yeah.
So I have learned not to trust my gut when it comes to scores.
Same. It's probably been the same games that we've thought that too.
Probably.
Oh, not
Yeah,
at
the
all.
over under last week was 48.5 or 49, and it was 37 total.
Yeah, that cost me money because I obviously took the Bengals money line and then I combined it with the over.
It didn't even hit the alternate over under, which was like 39.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like you, Whit. I part of me says really high score, just like college, I guess. 45 to 42 type of game. And then here comes 17 to 14. Yay.
Yeah.
Or like a 24-21 or it seems to always be that with us and them 27-24. Like it's always
It's kind of our sweet spot. You know why I think we feel that way though, James, is because the talk all week has been nothing but Burrow versus Mahomes.
Yeah.
And they're both elite quarterbacks. But I think thinking that it's gonna go like that is probably doing a major disservice to the defenses because they're both good defenses. And our defense, I think, is incredible.
Yeah.
To think that we would let even the amazing, incredible Patrick Mahomes score like that in the game is probably really being an asshole to our defense and to Lou, being disrespectful.
Okay, you know what? Just take back my score prediction, okay? I'm not making one now.
You know what I mean? Like, look at their game against the Jags, right? Like, you think we're not have a better defense than they do? Like, of course we do. So I don't know. It's hard to predict.
I could see a couple turnovers. We get maybe a pick and a fumble,
Yeah.
Actually, a pick and a strip because it wasn't a fumble.
Yeah.
Kelsey.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how many, like last week, we were so close to so many of those turnovers. I still think the one, Allen, the fucking rules suck. If that was even a rule thing. Allen on that one, I think it was that Hilton that come in.
It was.
I'm like, that ball is not going, his arm is not moving forward. The ball is out.
That was stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I get it, but
You guys want to give score predictions? We got Greg's, and then he turned away from it. He's just all over the place.
He's all over.
Yes.
Greg, we'll have our betting show tomorrow. You can come up with a score prediction by tomorrow, correct?
Well, but no, Whit made a good point and all that. When I said 35-13, that's an insult to the defenses. That kind of got me thinking and all that and stuff. So you did have a good point.
You're right. 35-12.
But it could be that. It could be. My main argument was it'll be like around 3 points. It's going to come down to a field goal. It's going to be a shootout. That's what I was mainly going for.
yeah. Oh no. I have more in line with probably like what Rowdy put in the chat, like 27-16 is probably more realistic of what it's going to be. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just saying words right now.
Well, that's mostly
I feel like I don't know at all.
That's our fucking show all the time. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about. We just say words.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I'll give you another example. Like before the season, when people do schedule talk, they say, people ask me, what's your schedule prediction? I'm like, look, I'm not giving a schedule prediction. I don't know who's going to be healthy, who's going to be good this week, or who can be good this week, like the Lions, the N-word dangerous team, start of the other joke team. You just don't know. And that's kind of like.
Greg, when you do shows, you got to have shit to talk about, damn it, or you just fucking sit here and stare at each other.
What?
You got to have things to talk about when you do a show.
Oh, yeah. Well, no. Keep talking about the sketch. Sorry about that.
For the podcast listeners, Dale just picked up the mic and spoke very quietly into it.
Yeah, that's true.
I wish my mic sounded that good, does it?
I don't.
Anytime you get real close to it, it's real like,
hey, guys, I don't have a mic.
Hey, Whitney, let me tell you something. What's that whisper song? Let me tell you this.
Whitney looks like the neighbor from
Home Alone.
Home Improvement.
I said Home Alone.
Yeah.
I got Greg on here.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Wilson.
You look like Wilson right there. And then Dale looks like he's got something going in his mouth.
I'm going to change my name to Bengals Wilson.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I'm Curly.
Well, Ashley just said Bengals ASMR. I think we do a whole episode of Bengals ASMR.
That's my sister.
Is it? Is this just your whole family in the chat and that's it? We're just hanging out with your family.
Ashley. Yeah.
Awesome. And my mom is not in the chat, so I'm a little pissed at her.
Mom just said I'm playing with the beer.
Oh, by the way, no, Whit, your mom's name is Pam Wilson, right?
Are you stalking her? But yeah.
No, she was stalking me on Twitter. Saying I posted "Show Your Stripes, Rule the Jungle." She responded saying, "Who day? Thank you so much, Pam."
She's a cougar. Be aware.
Yeah.
Protect yourself.
Dude, keep in your fucking pants. Jesus.
Protect your identity. No, I'm not. Oh my God, Jesus.
She's spoken for.
What is happening with this show?
Can we just whisper the whole time?
Dale, I was going to say, you said Home Alone. I'm like, we've actually went through like almost a month without referencing anything about Christmas movies, and I want to keep.
Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. Please don't bring it up.
Thank you. But not till after Halloween, okay?
Greg, I want to touch you. I want to touch you in your dirty parts. I want to touch your naughty bits.
The no parts.
You're
Uh-oh.
Marissa,
Busted.
Don't go, Marissa.
What's up?
Shelly knows when you start approaching that hour mark, that's when Bengals and Brews is it's time to get off the air. Shelly knows. It's basically every time.
Yeah.
This happens every time.
Yeah, it's like Cinderella when everything turns back into a pumpkin and all that shit and mice. That's what happens.
Yeah.
That's
Football,
right.
football,
Cinderella hour.
Any parting words, people, where we can find you, where we can stalk you, James, where we can see your nudes, Greg?
You can find us both on Rally Around the Natty with Santori and Bengal Dad.
Oh, you guys get naked?
That's our OnlyFans channel.
Yeah, really.
Rally Around the
Oh.
Natty nighttime.
Yeah.
Yep. Rally Around the Night.
Rally Around the Night. I like it.
We rally around something.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Whitney?
I just want to take this moment to say that
whisper into
it was really nice meeting all of James's family, and I hope I'm invited to the reunion this year. It'd be great. Also, Shelly and I are we're gonna start an internet address called beerkegdong.com. You can find us there.
Beer
me and
Keg
Shelly.
Dong.
We will have merch, but you can also find me on Twitter at Bengals Whitney, and I'm on at TigerSockPod.
Should you be discreet with it, like bkd.com?
Nope. Nope.
We
It's
want
full
everyone.
on
They
dong.
want everyone to know.
No, yeah.
This is only for beer kegs hidden or over top of penises.
Yes. We will have a calendar coming out. Yes.
All right. Well,
Oh my god.
just gotta leave you with the hooday.
Hooday!
Hooday.
We talked about it yesterday, just that chip on your shoulder. Everyone talking about a neutral AFC championship game, not even thinking about you guys. How much did that motivate you coming into this?
You better send those refunds.
I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. We ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. We ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. Back to back champs, kings of the north with it. Thinking they can hang with us, still ain't jumped out the porch with it. Long bomb to chase every Sunday, watch him go and get it. Double up on him, then we gon' double down on T. Higgins. Then throw Boyd in the mix, now you really iffy. Every Sunday showing boys how to really gritty. They try to shuffle up the game on us, but they ain't icky. Flip the coin, kick the toe Roger to go and get it. Never know what's gonna happen when Joe drop back. He get shiesty in the pocket, I get shiesty on the track. Nobody on the team all pro, that's all cap. Most all around team in the NFL, that's all fact. Ain't came across nobody yet that seem like they can hang with us. They said we couldn't be Buffalo, but see how we call they bluff. Underdogs every week, they keep on trying to label us. Put your money on us, even if Vegas don't favor us. No matter what, we really came up now, it's hard to fail. I dare you come across that middle, Von gon' ring your bell. I know we under they skin, them boys built frail. Eli Apple out there chirping like a next tail. You don't want Salmon Trey to come off them ends. Rita clogging up the middle like a big body Benz. Right behind them Logan and Pratt, the turnover twins. Jesse Bates in the backfield just to clean up the loose ends. We just drafted Cam and drafted Hill. Instant gratification every time that they on the field. We can't go back to what we was, cause that's the loser way. It's been hard to throw on us since we picked up a Woozy. It's like win after win, feel like we could really do it. Zach Taylor doing the same for the city, I give it to him. And I bet Samaji will find a hole if you give it to him. Hayden Hurst don't need a hole, he just plan on running through him. Just hand it off to 28 and let him do the dash. Getting hit by BJ Hill probably feel like a car crash. Every week it seem like Lou digging deeper in his bag. And if the game on the line, all my favorite money match. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. And we ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. And we ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up.
What do we say, Dolph? They gotta play us! Who they say gon' beat the Bengals? Who they say gon' beat the Bengals?
I mean, first Greg can't give a damn score prediction. Then he starts fucking unmuting his mic during the fucking